So what are you drinking? I've got a coffee. I thought I really would do coffee. I've got my Blog Awards mug that we got one year in the goodie bags in the Blog Awards. I was going to put out a really ugly one, and then I thought, no, it's going to be in frame, so I'll show it to you. Hello, we've got a third person joining us now as well. So I made a fancy whiteboard this week. I didn't just go with my words. There was so much social media news. I thought, well, I'm going to put together a fancy whiteboard. So I may not get to all of these topics, but I will probably get to most of them. And before I do, there's one that's missing. Do you like my coffee cup? I even drew the coffee cup in anticipation of the coffee. Before I do, there's one I don't have on the board, and it only really occurred to me this morning. A few weeks ago, probably a month ago now, you'll know because you were watching my Facebook Live then, weren't you? Facebook rolled out a new Facebook page design, and I had it, and not everyone had it, and it was there, and I was kind of getting used to it, and then it went away. It went away right in the middle of me preparing for a lesson, which is never a good thing. And then I thought, well, they were obviously just testing it. But now it's back. I don't have it. Other people have it, and it's slightly different to the design before. So go have a look at your Facebook pages today. Do they look a bit different? Quite a lot different, actually. The main thing you're going to notice is that there's nothing obscuring the cover photo anymore. It's just an expanse of beauty at the top of your screen. You'll also notice that on the top left-hand side now, they've shoved it up into the thing. That's where your avatar goes, so it's not quite so prominent on your page. And they've also kind of flipped the sidebars left to right. I just thought I'd throw it in there. It wasn't part of my original news, but loads of people seem to have it, so I'm wondering, is this the one they're going to roll out? Does anyone have a preference? Here I've got Twitter. There's a couple of bits of Twitter news. There's a bit of Snapchat news. There's a bit of just a couple of tips I picked up on email. Actually, it's a bit of a rant about language and something I did wrong. That arrow represents search engine optimization. So I've got a couple of search engine optimization tips that I picked up this week. We're drinking the coffee, and the C there is for Canva. Any preferences? I think I'm going to start with Twitter. Unless there's any objections, I'm going to start with Twitter. So 2 big bits of Twitter news. Now let's see if we can make my iPad work. The first is that Twitter has rolled out verified accounts, the application process for verified accounts to everyone. So it's a lot easier to apply. So these are the accounts that you get the little blue tick next to. My artwork for the little blue tick wasn't so cool. And this is from the Twitter blog. Just read you the relevant section. So I'm actually thinking I might go for this. I might go for the blue tick. Verified accounts on Twitter allow people to identify key individuals and organizations on Twitter as authentic. An account may be verified if it's determined to be of public interest. Typically, this includes accounts maintained by public figures and organizations in music, TV, film, fashion, government, politics, religion, journalism, medium, sports, business. So I think all of you watching, and me too, it says my connection is weak. I may go offline for a second. I think we should go for it. So if you go to the Twitter blog, you'll find the link there. There's an online application process. It can all be done online. You don't have to go and kiss any boots anymore. You can get your account verified. So that's my first bit of Twitter news. My second bit of Twitter news is that this week they banned someone. What's new about this, you may ask? Well, very often they ban people, but it's only for a short period of time. They let them back in again. This week they banned someone for life. And the internet's going wild. Now, whether you agree with it or not isn't really the point. This is a new turning point for Twitter, who've always been really open to having free conversations on their channel. So I'm kind of pleased they banned this guy. He was nasty. He was part of the problem. A lot of people won't join Twitter because they think it's a toxic space and they're going to get attacked. So this guy was attacking one of the stars of the Ghostbusters movie. He was trolling her. He was bringing people in to troll her. It was a very unpleasant character. But what's interesting is now Twitter are actively moderating. They're not just banning people for a little while. You can be gone. I'm not going to mention his name because I actually hadn't heard of him until he was banned. So I don't want to give him any credit for being the not very nice person that he is. Right, on to topic number 3. What will we go with? That's my, do you see my little blue tick? Terrible, isn't it? This is my Twitter banned someone. I was going to go to email, but what about Mr. Snapchat Ghost? Because there's a cool little bit of Snapchat, a new update from Snapchat this week, which is kind of cool. Let me show you. Obviously, I can't show you live because I'm shooting this from my phone and I would need my phone to show you. But I do have a screen cap, and it's Snapchat Suggest. So one of the problems with Snapchat has always been that you don't really know who to follow. It's hard to find people to follow. And that was always my struggle to start with. I've done a few things to find it. And of course, there's Ghost Codes, which is a great app you can get that suggests people to follow. But they've actually done something now that makes it easy for you to recommend people. So more than just the shout out that you might do once a week where you share people that you want to follow. So what you do is you go into your story feed and you find the person in your story feed that you want to share with people, tell people to follow. So you can do this with me. If you're on Snapchat, you can go and tell everyone to follow me. Yeah. Go on. Okay, and this is what happens when you do that. You click on it and there, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that was. You can click on that and you'll see the little snap code and everything come up for that user. And there's a little arrow there. And when you click that arrow, it'll it's to share that account. But you can't share it to your main story. You have to share it individually, private message people with that thing. So it's really useful. It's a shame you can't add it to your story, but I reckon there's a way around that as well, because you know the new bit where you can reuse old snaps. There might be some way that you can screen cap it and then send it onto your main story. I don't know if I went quiet for a little bit there, that's my phone telling me something. Right, on to my next bit of news. I know what I'm going to do, because when I opened my iPad, I wanted to... Every week I destroy the gaff. It's early in the morning. My next thing that I really want to talk about is... It's got actually nothing to do with email. It has a little bit because it's a mistake I made. If you watch my Facebook page or if you watch my blog, you'll know that earlier in the week I did a big post about starting emails with the phrase, "We're delighted to announce." Because "we're delighted to announce" means nothing. Means nothing to anyone. It just goes, oh yeah, well done, you're delighted to announce. What's in it for me? I know Kate's online with us now, so this will be interesting to you because myself and Kate were at an event during the week and Learn Inbound, which I'd really recommend going to if anyone can. And there was a guy there who was talking about getting email signups, and he was talking about if you're going to have a pop-up window, the language that you use on your pop-up window, what should it be? So there's me, and I've just done this video telling people I'm delighted to announce is the wrong thing to do. No, I didn't put "we're delighted to announce" on my pop-up window, but I realised I didn't have a strong call to action on my pop-up at all. By the way, if you're thinking, oh my God, no to pop-ups, go check my site. It's not that annoying at all. And the language I had there wasn't really telling people what was in it for them at all. It wasn't entertaining. It wasn't going to call people's attention or interest. So, and no wonder my opt-in rate since I put that in has been totally rubbish. The language is totally wrong. So I'm going to change that. At the moment it says "get social snacks." Like, do you even know what that means? Do I really know what that means? So that's got to be the reason. However, that's where I went wrong. I just want to point out that this "delighted to announce" really is the problem. I did a search for "delighted to announce." So if you want to be unique and stand out, this isn't the thing to do. All those people are totally delighted to announce whatever it is that's going on in their business. So me, I need to start thinking a bit more cleverly, if that's a word, about the language I'm using when I'm trying to get people to do things. And so do you. If any of you use "delighted to announce" after this or after watching my video, you're in trouble. Right, I haven't got much time left. Good to see so many of you here, by the way. I can see there's been up to 10 people here, and I only know Beatrice and Kate are here. I can't see you unless you leave a comment. So do leave a comment. Let me know where you are. Let me know if you're drinking coffee, tea, peppermint tea, if you're drinking water. It would be lovely to meet you. And if you've got any questions as well, I may not know the answer, but I might be able to fit them in blog post during the week or into next week's Facebook Live. Hello to whoever gave me a like. I can't see who you are though. Okay, so my 2 SEO tips then, I'm going to fit those in because as anyone that's been following knows, search engine optimization is something I've been trying to learn this year. Massive gap in my skill set. And keyword research is at the heart of SEO, finding the keywords that you want to rank for, and it's boring work, and actually you can lose whole days to looking for keywords. I have a big long list now. One of the tricks that I'd been looking at was using the autocomplete on Google to find things to do with blogging that people wanted to know about. So if you put in the word blogging and it will bring up a lot of suggestions related to that search term. And that's a really, really useful tool. You do need to go and delve a little bit more after you've got them, but it's a good starting point. This week in a blog post, actually from the guy that was speaking at Learn Inbound, which was Backlinko is the name of his company, he suggested this other thing you could do, and I was trying to make it happen on the iPad. It wouldn't happen on the iPad, it would happen on the computer. Is you put in, can we see it, an underscore before your keyword or the first word of your keyword when you're doing your research on Google. And that, instead of just putting a word after blogging, it'll put in suggestions before the word blogging or whatever your keyword's going to be. So if you are a blogger, if you're looking for or just want to optimize your website and you're looking for keywords, that's something to try out. And the other tip I have came from a blog post on Jeff Bullis, and I will be posting all these links underneath when I finish. And he had a suggestion using Google Search Console, and this is kind of way too complicated for me to describe without showing you on a screen. But go and look in your Google Search Console. Go and look at what you're ranking for. So it will show you the key terms that you get found for, and it will show you what you're ranking for, and it will show you what position in the Google search results you're coming in. So Jeff's suggestion was to look at those and choose the ones that came between 11 and 30. So where you're ranking between 11 and 30. Go back to those blog posts or the pages on your website if you're not a blogger, and go and work on them. Make them longer, make them better quality content. Can you put something better in there? Because if you're ranking well already, if you make that post better, you've got a better chance to get onto page 1. I'm going to try that over the coming weeks. If I have success, I will let you know. I think, oh, my final one. This is really exciting. I don't know, you can click the like button if you use Canva. Who uses Canva? Give me a like or a heart. Hearts are nice. Friday. Kate, I know you use Canva. I think there's a delay because of my rubbish internet, so I'll just wait here for a minute. Okay, Canva is this really cool tool. It's a graphic design tool from Canva, which is the name of it. It's like Canvas, but without S at the end. And it's a really cool free graphic design tool that you can use on your computer. And up until now, it was just your computer and your iPad. So this is it. When you go in, you get, hey, whoever that is that liked it, somebody uses Canva. Oh, it's just reloading on me now. So it comes in, it's got lots of templates that you can work with. You can see I use it an awful lot. It's really easy to use. It's very, very user friendly. But up until now, you can only get it on your PC, on the web, or there was an app for an iPad, no Android app. This week, they launched Canva for iPhone. Just going to pause a minute because my signal is weak and see if I get back on again. Hey, Kate. Thanks for the thumbs up. You use Canva. That means there's a massive delay on this. Okay, now you can get it for your iPhone. I haven't got it yet because I need to clear space off my iPhone, but this is really exciting because I have all my templates stored in Canva, but now I can create content on the go really quickly. So often I'll be at an event or a conference and I want to put out a nice graphic. This way I can pick up one of my branded graphics and slip out the background and put something else in. It looks really exciting. I'm going to link to a post from Donna Moritz, who, if you're not following, she's Socially Sorted is the name of her blog. I'm going to put that underneath that shows you how it works. This is massive. And apparently they're working on Android as well. So you'll soon be able to get Canva on Android. Before you go, incidentally, that's the text I'm going to use in my pop-up window now because it only comes up when you're about to leave the site. So before you go, if you'd like more of this sort of thing, so more social media news, I do a monthly newsletter and I send out my blog post by email once a week. Occasionally you'll get something else in between as well, but that's pretty much it. If you'd like to get that stuff, you can sign up to the Social Snacks newsletter. It's bit.ly.com social snacks letter. The thing is, I don't know if you're seeing this the right way around, because I know Nomi, who may be joining us right now, was having problems with her Facebook Live. bit.ly.com social snacks letter. I'm going to be back here 9:30 next Friday. I'm going to be outside Google because I'll have just been to a Google event. I'd love if you can join in. I will be posting another event, but you know what you could do right now? And thanks to Kate for this suggestion. Right now, go into your phone, go and set yourself a reminder on your phone, put it in your diary, 9:30 a.m. next week. I'd love to hear what you'd like me to talk about, so otherwise I'll just be sharing the regular news. So do that now, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.